People often say, is it an albatross around your neck or a millstone around your neck or whatever the phrase is. Well, not really.
A Girl Like You is it's an absolutely fascinating song. The chords that he uses are... And it gives it a very, very old kind of sound, a very primeval sound to it, which I think is reflected in the way that the production distorts the guitar and all the rest of it.
Originally, Girl Like You just consisted of the drum loop and just this bass line. That's what draws people in. It's quite compulsive because you've got this relentless do 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 do. I also had the lead guitar part in my head. I'd always wanted to get this sort of Isley Brothers fuzz, but maybe slightly more like a wasp trapped inside a jam jar. When I used to mention this to other producers, I don't think they wanted to put their names to that sort of idea, but I was in charge of the console and was able to do what I wanted. Because it had that sort of Motownish Northern Soul feel, I thought it would be good to have a vibes part. Not to get too Marxist about it, but I wanted to control the means of production.
If you ever ask anyone, what do they remember first about A Girl Like You, they remember the which you can't play on the piano, of course, that marvellous answering phrase to the opening. The next bit, which is not sung.
I sing, I've never met a girl like you before, and the guitar partner goes, wah, 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 and it almost sounds like some alien answering thing. And I like that as a sort of juxtaposition because the rest of the song was quite 60s, or the lead guitar was, I suppose, early 70s in feel, and then you had this very contemporary thing. And I think there were so many different influences in the song, it made it sonically quite interesting.
If you listen to the opening of it doesn't start on the downbeat, it actually trips into the song. And with that, and the modal nature of the melody, and this wonderful question and answering phrase, it really feels like you're taking part in something.
I've never known a girl like you before. Now just like in a song from Days of Yore.
Days of Yore is something my granny says. She would say, in days of yore, just like people nowadays would say back in the day or whatever. It's just something that's stuck in my head. My granny has a good turn of phrase. I don't want to take all the credit for Girl Like You because a lot was to do with Sebastian Loosley, my engineer. And at the time I was recording it, I'd be about 34 and he was about 21. And I think it's good to work with different musical generations. I didn't play the whole record myself. I had Claire Kenny on bass, and the last people to come in were a hero of mine called Vic Goddard, and Vic came up with the refrain at the end, yeah, it's all right, yeah, it's all right. So he put this down. I think I was half asleep. I think it was very late at night, and I'd had a few swallows. And when I woke up, they'd completed the backing vocals. It was only Vic Goddard who said, he goes, oh, this is superb, I think this is number one. Substantially, I suppose, it's a love song, but at the same time you have these ideas like too many protest singers, not enough protest songs. And so I think it's got a certain integrity behind it that I like.
Don't feel that I belong. Too many protest singers, not enough protest songs.
I couldn't believe it. I got a call from Rolf Harris. He said, hello Edwyn, it's my 70th birthday, you've got to come along, play the guitar and Girl Like You. And I had to go down to Shepherd's Bush Empire and do it because you don't turn Rolf down.